Hey everyone, it's Miles here from Master Coach. Hope you're well. Welcome to another episode of Coaching for Coaches, the show that is designed to give you really practical, common sense, but not necessarily common practice advice to help you to grow your coaching business in 2022. Today, I want to talk to you about what I believe is the number one strategy to get you coaching clients, and it probably isn't what you think. A lot of rookie coaches or a lot of new coaches or coaches that I see that I come across who, and I'm speaking from previous experience on this one, who are not getting the results that they want. They say, Miles, I haven't got as many clients as I want. I'm not making as much money as I want. A common mistake I see a lot of those amateur rookie coaches that are in the percentile of coaches that are not, let's say, successful in their eyes, are making a really fundamental mistake. And I believe that if you do the opposite of this mistake, it really is, from my experience, the fastest way to get you coaching clients. And so the number one way to get you coaching clients in 2022 is not marketing. It is not sales. It is not funnel. It is not it's not a podcast. The number one way to get you coaching clients in 2022 ultimately starts with mastering yourself. In our world, we call it the mindset mastery method. You see, most beginner rookie coaches fundamentally do not do enough work on themselves. And in fact, the number one mistake I see a lot of rookie coaches make is they don't have their own coach. And here's the problem with not working on yourself, and specifically not having your own coach. When you don't have your own coach, it sends out a almost like a Bluetooth signal, if you will, to your ideal clients and to your prospects that you don't walk the walk, right? You talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. And the problem with that is it's inauthentic, it's disingenuine, and it's out of integrity, right? If I'm a personal trainer and I'm trying to convince a person about healthy nutrition and optimal well-being, but I'm eating junk food and I'm not working out myself, that's out of alignment, right? There's a values conflict there. That's out of integrity. And so I see a lot of beginner coaches not have their own coach. And the real problem with that is that, number one, it's going to affect your ability to close sales and get clients, because people sense it, right? I remember in the very beginning of my coaching journey, only the first sort of 6 months, but I remember the first 6 months of my coaching journey, I didn't have a coach. Didn't have a coach, didn't have a mentor, didn't have any kind of sounding board. I just thought, hopefully I can wing it for the first few months until I've got a little bit of money, and then I'll get a coach. I'm here to tell you, it's a bit chicken and egg. You've kind of got to, once you're certified, you've kind of got to make the next thing that you do, get a coach, because otherwise it sends out a message that, hey, I'm fixed now, I'm a coach. I don't need a coach. And what that does is you kind of I remember I felt that when I was trying to sell coaching to people. And when I got my own coach, the real benefit of that to you when you have your own coach is what it does is it shows a level of honesty, integrity, and vulnerability. It sends out a message to your ideal clients that you're not fixed and that you're not perfect. And here's the thing, your ideal clients don't want you to be perfect. They want vulnerability. In 2022, the old way of selling coaching, the old way of presenting ourselves doesn't work anymore. The old way was a persona. The old way was, show up in a fancy suit or a fancy outfit, present yourself on stage, and then your life could be a mess off stage and it wouldn't matter. And there are endless coaches that have been there. And I'm speaking from experience. I have a coach, and I've recently restarted a course of therapy. And the reason is because there's some old stuff from my past that's come back up. There's some old emotional triggers from my childhood. There's situations with people that have kind of pissed me off, and because of the level of work that I've done on myself, I'm able to recognize that they're not the problem. The person that's in front of me is just the presenting problem. That's not the problem. If something's not working in my marriage or my business, I go, I'm the problem. What's the deep root issue? And so for me, telling you that I have my own coach and telling you that I'm going through therapy, I do that because I'll never claim like I'm fixed. I'll never be fixed. I'll never be perfect. What a lot of coaches do is they kind of think, they're going to get trained and then that's it. Like they don't have to do any more work. It's a bit like saying you can go to the gym, train, get six-pack abs or the J-Lo butt or whatever it is result that you want, and then stop. And 6 months later, you still got the body of your dreams. We all know fitness doesn't work like that. And the real benefit to you of when you get your own coach and you really do the work on yourself, it's going to affect your personal life. Like I'm a better husband to Sati when I work on myself, when I have a session with my coach, when I have a session with my therapist, I show up better. I'm a better husband to Sage. I'm more playful. I'm more joyful when I've fixed my own shit, so to speak. So it's really, really important. So it is my belief. Well, let me ask you actually, those of you who are watching live, put a 1 in the chat. Those of you watching live, if you'd agree that it is more in integrity, it is more sincere, it is more real. Would you agree that it is better if you're going to sell coaching? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd agree that if you're going to sell coaching, you're better off having your own coach. Put a 1 in the chat if you're watching here live so that I know that you're here and that you're engaging. And so it is my belief that above all else, above the marketing, the funnels, the podcast, the websites, all that jazz, all that stuff. And by the way, if you've not been on our Master Coach training, I highly recommend that you do, because not only do you become certified, but we also give you the fundamentals of what you need to do and what you don't need to do when it comes to marketing your coaching, especially in the first year. A lot of marketers will tell you, hey, we'll show you how to make 6 figures in a month and all this kind of stuff. We believe in realism. And the realism is we just want to teach you how to get your first paying client. We want to teach you how to get your second, your third, your fourth, so that you can start to see success. Building a coaching business, going to 100,000 and 50,000, going way beyond that requires a different skill set. But in the very beginning, the key thing is once you're certified, it's just getting that first paying client, that second paying client. And on Master Coach, we give you that. And you don't need to spend any marketing. You don't need a website. You don't need a business card, anything like that. So it's my belief that one of the number one things that will get you coaching clients in 2022 is to have your own coach. And the great thing is on my program, on Master Coach, you actually get your own coach included on that program. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. My hope and wish is that in watching this video, you'll do a couple of things. Number one, if you haven't already, get your own coach. And just a reminder that when you join our program, you get your own coach on the Master Coach program. And number two, if you haven't already attended either the foundation training or our Master Coach training, there should be a link somewhere under the video where you can click on that and find out more. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Remember, every coach needs a coach. Number one way to grow your coaching business, to get your coaching clients, isn't marketing, isn't sales. It all starts with having your own coach, because every coach needs their own coach. Hope you've enjoyed the video.